So we got this calculator to replace the previous version of this calculator for my daughter who's doing her resits. I think she lent it to somebody and they get it back. Now the problem I'm having with it is that it's not very logical. So for example, if I want to find 500 as a square root, sorry, let's go the square root of 500. When I click execute, which is the equals button, it doesn't come in as the actual answer that you want. It's giving it still as the square root. So you need to change its format to decimal. And that was actually the one that used to come up, and that was usually the answer that they wanted. Nice, easy, straightforward. Now, we've just done a question where the fraction was 39 over 38, and we needed it as a percentage. So you type in 39 over 38, and let's go execute, it's still 39 over 38. So we can go format, but as you can see, percentage isn't there. So no matter what I click, that doesn't change. So you can go on to maybe the catalogue, and then in probability, you've got percentage, okay? So I want my answer as a percentage, execute it. Still gives it to me as a fraction. Actually, what it's done is it's turned the bottom into a percentage, so it's times that by 100 essentially. So that's not what I wanted. So how do I find 39 over 38 as a percentage? So this is actually quite a conundrum, because I go into probability and I go into percentage, and then it's still as a fraction. So I actually want that into standard, and it's still in a fraction. So I actually want, I mean, I can get it as a decimal. It's going to be 102%, 0.36, but it's still not giving it to me as a percentage. So it gets more and more complicated as you go through. So the problem was that this calculator used to just have a percentage button, and percentage has got to be something that we use all the time in GCSEs. So why is it not the case that I can just go, I don't know, type in a number and then I want it as a percentage? So really, whereas she's been taught to use the calculator to find 39 over 38, really she needs to do 39 divided by 38 times 100, but then the functions aren't there. This calculator's got so much going on for it, but the functions to actually find that percentage aren't there. Now I think turning a fraction into percentage is probably something that comes up in the GCSEs a lot. It's something that is there a lot, but it's actually really, really hard to use. So the problem is this particular calculator, this new calculator, needs somebody to train you how to use it. I'm sure somewhere there is the using of the percentage for this, but I can't work it out. I've got 2 degrees, I can't work out how to turn this into percentage. And also when you accidentally click onto the home and you've got all of these things, it's actually really hard to kind of go, well, actually I just wanted to do 38 over. It goes into its own sort of, nothing I type can get me off this, unless I know what I'm doing. And then, oh no, that's ratio. Let me go back. I press on, no, home, on. I press on, and we can't actually get off. So unless you know exactly what you want from this, it won't give it to you. So if I wanted to do 38, it won't allow me to do anything. So actually this calculator, which by the way, doesn't come with any instructions, at all, doesn't tell you how to use it. There's no way, I keep pressing on, there's no way to work out how to use this other than trial and error. Maybe there's one online, I don't know, but it's not giving me the functions on how to work this. It's a calculator that's not really fit for purpose.
This is my review on the Casio FX-83GTCW. I bought this for my secondary school, and it's just a clip-on case. It's no slide, no nothing, and you can also put it in like that. The case is kind of hard to remove, just gonna say, and this calculator is a whole nother story. As you can see, it's not on. press any buttons except the on button, nothing's going to happen. Now, if you click on on, as you can see, it will turn on simple math. It'll give you the answer right here at the bottom, and you just click that to, as any old calculator would work. There's another review actually that said this was very complicated, and I finally understand what they mean. Okay, so if I now wanted to, if I accidentally clicked home, there is literally nothing you can do to get back to home. Get back to your calculated points. Unless you actually go to the one you want to use, even if you just accidentally clicked it, which is quite weird. I honestly don't really know how all of this works, so I recommend you go and check the other video review. It actually goes into depth, a lot more deeper about this calculator. Looks cute, and it's actually very aesthetic, very hard to put on actually, but it came with these 3 papers. Haven't actually read them. It's going to be too much, so yeah. This is my review on the Casio calculator.
Cute. Click it off, then you press on. You can see the screen, calculate, then yeah. And then you can press shift and AC, turn it off, and then just click it back on. Okay, bye.